Hello, good morning, and welcome to day one of Mothman 1966 here on Vegeta Quinn's Cheap as Hell Games. From what I understand, this is all about the Mothmen here and their first introduction because I know my fiance and her friends all went to the Mothman thing and I forget what it was. My brain is mush. The museum and was it the statue? West Virginia. We went to West Virginia to see the Mothman conference and everything, and and they and I was told that let's see another one. Return. Prologue. Press Halt. Okay. Place Halt. 3 red and 5 black down the discard pile of the 6 cards face up on the counter, 2 are red and 4 are black. Halt, 5 red and all. So 5 red and all, and 9 black. You have no more moves, so you have to bet now. With so many black cards drawn, you feel unnatural to choose red. Numbers should be on your side. And though you're chosen, you decide to stay away from the counter. You can't bear losing again. You think of your grandma Elsie trying to win at solitaire over the 60 years. You take a deep breath and keep sweeping. Elsie's been paralyzed from the waist down since she was 21. Your mom was only 2 months old. Winter, Elsie taught you to play solitaire. Your parents and sister were dead for almost a year. And you began to forget their faces. Oh, excuse me. You cook for her, you do her laundry, bathe, and even dress she feels like you're taking. She's the one to take care of you. You close your eyes and almost feel Elsie stroking your hair. You're 11 years old again, kneeling next to her bed, crying out her heart. Suddenly, the bell rings. Wait a second. Okay, I can save anywhere. What's the triangle? Device, settings. English motherfucker, do you speak it? Message speed, auto delay. Return. Oops, I accidentally looked through the window. Those fucking kids. I accidentally hit L1 and whoops. The first 2 brats do more. They step on their hose and activate the bell for a 3rd time. You know, we're good, but you yell at some. Remember, you justify yourself thinking they might be able to the ones at your garage. As you sold parts of your replica machine gun you're building. You won't let anyone mess with your project. So what does just... Oh, okay, so... Take care of you. Close your eyes. Okay. So, Winnen's Steam machine gun is the jewel of your collection. You can't tell if you're old freak. And the last shelter of the distance, deep down, you know, that can't be them. How would they know which part of the machine gun's worth stealing? Anyways, the guard dog being brought over a few days, you'll be able to stop ordering. Check the hose. About what someone told you at the bar about replace the hose with a thicker one so that it could be active on the way to the car. And what happened to Jim? The bikes that land on top of the hose? With one of their wheels, you ask? Kids are always gonna find some way to bust your balls. Go back in. Try to calm down. You look at Jules and look at your new solitaire game and taught you. Grandma always said that everyone has their place in the world, and that people keep dancing around it with ever appreciate. It's one solitaire you have to stop dancing. The chances of winning are incredibly low, almost zero. You can't bring yourself to turn over the next card, decide to start sorting the shelves instead. Doing simple jobs up you're self-conscious and provide you some illusion of control. Let's grab something from the middle shelf. Let's grab the bottle. Replace something from the lower shelf. The box. And then replace on the upper shelf. The bottle. Replace the middle lower shelf. The can. Empty. Check the shelves. Illusion of control. Sort the shelves. Good. That was a trophy that I just got. From what I've seen here, 1 second. The platinum in this game is at 28%. So, one type of shelf, okay. Oh good, a car drives up. Ding ding. You scratch your head. This time, sort the shelves won't help you. You feel the same urgency as you can. Think of anything else. Is the car going to be red? You need it to be red. Suddenly, the air seems heavy and find it a bit difficult to breathe. Huh? 3 men in black are staring at you. Here come the men in black. Through the window, you see a black Cadillac at the pump. Yes? You wish to ask them how they got into the station without you having to open the door, or how they left the car without the bell being rung. But you tremble, yes? What was the only thing that you managed to utter? Moose. The moose? After a few seconds, you now received a response. You decide to break the silence. Give them directions to the moose. Continue to straight to the first crossroads and turn right. Right after a while, you see a bar past the barn and big cross. You can't miss it. Now the men over their mouths. Every second that passes, their smile on their face feels more and more ridiculous. The moose. You bought a woman a whiskey. You You don't know if it's the right move, but you try to relax and be more friendly. You know what? Do you know a more effective way of being socialized? You told her the dream about your grandma. A chill runs through your body. It's been a few weeks since that night. And ever since you had a good time with Martha and have no regrets. Something is about the way these men in black asking them questions make you uneasy. Well, what do you want to know? Granny in the forest. One of the men farther back lets out a crackling noise. You look at him, believing he's laughing, but the man in the back expression does not change. What do you want to know? No one answers. It's like they're waiting for another response. My grandma's been bedridden for over 60 years, but the dream I saw her running through the woods. Start from the beginning. And don't omit any details. You don't know excuse me, if it's the way they'll look at you or because there's a certain authority of their voice, but you tell them everything you know about the dream. 5 or 6 weeks ago, you woke up in the middle of the night certain that something had happened to your grandma. You ran up in her room and Elsie was in bed. The window was wide open. You ran it. You ran to it and saw someone walking through the trees. It was her, and she was holding a rifle of some kind your ancestors would have carried in the Civil War. You tried to call her out, but Grandma started to run and shoot 2 or 3 times into the back of the forest. You were about to go down and find her when a winged figure with glowing red eyes appeared from in front of the window and screamed. You stumbled backwards. After hitting your head on the bedpost, you lost consciousness. You woke up in the bed remembering the dream almost instantly. You went up the stairs two at a time and opened the door to her room. Your grandmother slept peacefully. Excuse me. On the bedside table was the glass of milk you brought to her every night, and the deck of cards she used to play solitaire. During the days that followed, you tried to convince yourself that it had been a dream, even though you couldn't explain where the little stitches of the base of your skull had come from. After a few seconds, though, Men in Black speak up again. The spot in her leg predates her birth holt. What was he talking about? Is he referring to the dozens of moles on your grandmother's legs? And what does he mean by saying those spots predate her birth? El- Elsie, you always made the same joke when you sponge her calves. Be thankful that you have cleaned my legs and not my grandfather's. According to what she told you, her grandfathers had been shot dead by an experimental weapon earlier in the Civil War, when his legs were ripped to shreds. The one is steam guns, son. A machine gun that doesn't appear in any book. You think that a replica you are put together in the workshop, and you wonder if it was the men in the black who stole those pieces. You're not telling anyone else about this visit, Holt. He starts complaining when one of the men in black picks up a card from the counter, the top card from the deck. The crunch horrifies you. The teeth of the man in black seem to tear more than simple paper. Desperate, you throw yourself to the counter and look for the card. Your heart is pounding. You look out the window and you don't see the Cadillac. You walk to where the car was parked a few moments ago. You step on the hose and the bell rings. What the fuck? Jack of Diamonds. Red. I knew it. You think about the edge the one man in the black tore off, and you remember the noise that he made when he chewed it. Was it a threat? A warning? You wonder if you should tell your grandma everything that just happened, or just keep your mouth shut and keep playing solitaire with a marked card. Interesting intro. Lee, Chapter 1. Press any button to continue. This is like a horror, what do you call it? Novel. Visual novel. What's wrong? I told you. It's nothing. That damn pause again. There's always something she's not saying. The Mustang purred. You shake your head, feeling sad inside. The sound of an engine hides no secrets. Lee, you're right. Bite your lip and sigh. Why is everything so damn hard? Victoria settles in her seat. Well, let's start over, okay? Where are we going? It's a surprise. Please, no, wait. Have some patience. You'll never forget this night. Victoria giggles and thinks that this is the best gift in the world. Yeah, I got the yawns. For a moment, you forget the previous discussion. Your obsessions. A giggle, friendly gesture, making someone feel ain't rocket science. You look at the clock, you can't believe your eyes. You left your house in time, but you're pretty late. How could you step on the gas? Lee, you scratch the side of your head. Wow, you really hate being told how to drive. Lee, why doesn't she just tell you to slow down? Take your foot off the gas. Thanks. You're trying the best. You really think Victoria could be the one? The one. Your dad said the perfect woman doesn't exist. Couples from when people get tired of looking and just give up. You remember your mother's rants, all those women's names she rattled off as it's part of an endless grocery list. You won't end up like him. Anything but that. You try to smile and force yourself to be more cheerful. You want a clue? Yes. Victoria looks in your eyes and feel the warmth of your face as she takes you by surprise. You feel the same thing the first time you saw her in college. You keep looking at her for a few seconds that seem like forever. What? Do you have a booger? Where? You can't help laughing out loud and have a hard time containing the urge to kiss her. About the myth. The one would be a source of superstition, but we're talking thousands. A source of superstition? The black cat? Victoria looks at you expecting desperately, right? Cold. It happened 100 years ago. Victoria almost answers immediately. After all, you're both majoring in history. The end of the Civil War? No, not in 1865. I mean, exactly 100 years ago, Vic. Oh, let me think then. You're running out of time. Then there was a cholera outbreak in 1866, right? Freezing cold. And how twisted do you think I am going to set up a date theme around cholera outbreak from a century ago? It comes from far away. Victoria makes a gesture that you complete the sentence. You just shrug. It comes from far away. I mean, it could be anything. Guess then. The circus? No, Vic, just give it a minute. You won't guess it then? You reach up for the glove box, glove box, and Victoria grabs your wrist. Better leave it to me. Victoria opens the glove box and examines the contents. A folder? A box? A flashlight? What are you looking for exactly? What's in the box? Oh, let's see what you've been hiding. You say something, but you instantly regret it by keeping your mouth shut. Spare change? A lighter? Pack of cigarettes? Not to worry, I reckon. Keep looking, please. Let's look under the flashlight. A book. 1966 Shelby Mustang, the car handbook? No, that's what else? The folder. Those folders sounds like it's some papers, insurance details. Any some of this? You shake your head, no. See something else. More. Alright, took everything. Alright, there's this too. I thought I grabbed the map you wanted. It's folded. Again, the bottom of the glove box. You stare at the... You start talking, Victoria interrupts you. Hold that thought while I put everything back. You put the map on the dashboard while Victoria puts the folder in the box of the flashlight. Vic, you know I like it tidy in there. Ha, very funny. Vic flicks through the book that she found. The Red Badge of Courage. Have you ever read this book 1,000 times already? You know she's testing you. Vic knows exactly why you carry it everywhere. The novel portrays the era you're obsessed with like no other. What the hell is this? Suddenly you remember that you're using the pencil sketch that Victoria drew of you in one of the classes as a bookmark. A stretch she begs you with tears in her eyes to destroy, and you swore you had I swear. Watch out! You swore to avoid a shape of the road. Victoria looks back. Lee? You almost right over that thing. You put your hand on Victoria's shoulder, trying to reassure her. Victoria points at it. Just keep your eyes on the road, please. She's doing it again, telling you how to drive. At least she came right out with it instead of just saying, Lee, disapproving. You try to control yourself, but it's hard. It's not just the last thing, but the build-up of all the small gestures. You take the map and throw it in her lap. Victoria raises her arm in disbelief. The Leonards, Victoria. We're gonna have dinner watching the Leonards. I think I said that right. Victoria says, "Oh, forgive me for trying to arrange the perfect date. You try to keep silent, but you can't hold it in. A meteor shower, a phenomenon associated with the passage of the Temple Turtle Comet every 33 years. Victoria keeps staring ahead. In 1866, there was one of the most spectacular meteor showers ever recorded. I saw some lithographs in the library. Victoria doesn't even move. Everyone makes a wish on a shooting star. Imagine how many wishes you can make with thousands of stars shooting through the sky. Victoria settles in her seat. You know what, Lee? Shut up. You never heard that tone before from her. Just keep quiet until we reach. She pauses, examines the map you throw on her lap. Hold station. You feel your heart pounding. Your hands are shaking. That's what she wants. For you to keep quiet. For you not to say a goddamn word. Your hands grip the wheel. All the preparation you made for tonight. Your friend Freddie has worked out the ideal place to see them and all this splendor away from the city lights. And when you noticed Holt Station was inside the area, you didn't hesitate. But now Vic has ruined it. What the fuck? Something hit the Mustang's antenna. What the hell is that? Stop! Lee, stop! Stop the car. You slam on the brakes and instantly put the hand in front of Victoria, keep her from hitting the windshield. You get out of the car and find a dead bat in front of the headlights. The animal had hit the antenna, somehow got entangled. You can't believe it. What are the odds of something like this happening? Don't bats have some sort of advanced echolocation system, like a submarine sonar? What starts as a simple grunt emerges as a helpless scream. Fuck! This is what I get for trying to do something different. We should have gone to the movies. Lee? Vic's whispering. Doesn't take long to see why. Over there, the coyotes watch you from the dark, from the forest of the meets, from where the dark of the forest meets the light of the moon. Vic, we got this. It's not interested in us. You point at the dead bat. They're scavengers. You hear growling. You hear a growling that quickly multiplies. So you're surrounded. It's not the first time you've faced coyotes in the woods, but you ain't taking any chances. When I say run to the car as fast as you can. I try to recall all the advice you heard from situations like this. Make lots of noise and wave your arms around. One of the coyotes approach you. This side of the car. The center. Watch eyes. Yell and gesture. This side of the car. Right. I meant the left. God damn it. Retry. Okay. Yell and gesture. This side of the car. On the left. Okay, it's the one on the right now this time. Yell and gesture. This side of the car. The right. Yell and gesture. This side. Center. Shit. Hang the hood. That worked. The trick seemed to work out. Okay, I was back down. Okay, advance this time. It's your chance to go on the offensive. Run to the car. Now. Ah, goddamn it. Rest of the carriage for the feast. Retry. Okay, so yell and gesture. This side of the car to the left. Okay, let's try a yellow gesture. This side of the car. To the right. To the left. Yellow gesture. This side of the car. To the left. Bang the hood. Okay, okay. Throw a stone. This, don't throw a stone. Throw a stone. This side of the car. Let's go to my right. Throw a stone. This side of the car. Left. Throw a stone. Other side. To my right. Throw a stone. Okay, run to the car. Now! They hunt in packs. Survive the coyote attack. You get in the car, close the door, and Victoria starts laughing. Although you know the reactions is more adrenaline than anything else, you start laughing too, then kiss her. You start up the car and the V8 roars to life. You resume the trip. A few wordless minutes, you suddenly remember something. Hold it, Vic. We're going to Holt's gas station. Victoria starts whistling. The doubts, the fears, everything seems to be ridiculous now. You think that about the plans for tonight and smile. You like to hear her whistle. Yeah. Chapter 2. Victoria. He turns off the car and looks at you in the eyes. He smiles. And that smile seriously pisses you off. Just smile back. You try to return the smile, but you feel hatred burning inside you. But it's not just Lee. The problem just goes deeper. Why did you choose to smile? It's so harder to tell him. Wait here, Vic. I swear I won't believe. You won't believe it. Bite your lip and take a deep breath. You see him greet someone. Holt? Lee has written Holt gas station on the map. He's thrown on the map 20 minutes ago. He written it by the hand and might as well have a said Hort station or Halt station. Hell station even. Lee handwriting has always been intriguing to you. You remember that time you mentioned it to him and he responds with a disproportionate anger. A nonsensical rant which involves several philosophers of language, and because you told him his handwriting was dreadful. But you know now where those reactions come from. That night, you two got drunk on the lake. Lee told you that his father would have wanted to be born ugly. After the initial surprise, you could stifle a belly laugh, and Lee looked down. For a few minutes, he didn't want to tell you anything else. You finally convinced him to continue. I always wanted to just by smiling. Ugly people have developed other muscles. Unfortunately, those other muscles are the ones that last. You couldn't believe those words have come out of the mouth and the flesh of a human being. Maybe some poorly written character from a cheap romance novel, but Lee's father? You picture Lee that night throwing up pebbles from the shore while telling you everything about his father's teachings. All that frustration. Was that night you got pregnant? Was that the night you got pregnant? You've both been drinking. Suddenly you find it difficult to breathe. The interior of the car feels like it's getting smaller and smaller. You need some air. Don't say anything. You close the door, slowly knowing what Lee is like with a new car, and breathe the cool air at night. Victoria? This is Holt. Holt. Victoria. Hello. You respond to great, but you don't seem to care that much. Be right back, Vic. You see them walking away with a box they took out of the truck, and from The effort Holt's putting into that seems heavy. What's inside the box? You're not stupid, but that Lee has some business on the side beyond the work as an intern at the university. You heard some rumors that you have suspicions. However, you never did go much digging. You prefer to keep it a mystery, something to make Lee a little more interesting. You light up a cigarette. Would Lee be a good father? And the question is, you still have yet the courage to ask, would you be a good mother? Well, with that cigarette in your hand, and well, this is the 60s, so, the clicks repeat at irregular, small miles approach the light to get electrocuted. What is that love, Victoria? You laugh and shake your head from side to side. You think all the manuscripts you've torn up. You tried poetry, drawing. History seems like an obvious choice. You don't need any talent to be a historian. Hello? The man talks to himself while holding something in his hand. Have you seen any winged creatures flying over the area yet? For a moment you think it's some kind of trick question, but you remain silent. However, something about him tells you that he's generally asking. You look at the man bathed in the shrine of the streetlight, and the scene fascinates you. Surreal, something from your old friends would have said. The ones that organized poetry nights and read Lord Tremont. Excuse me? You are... Oh, yes, sorry, Hill. Lou Hill. Writer. Victoria Greenberry. History student. Winged creatures, Mr. Hill? Lou, please. Can I call you Victoria? Nod. I'm looking for about a dozen reports, Victoria. Numerous witnesses claim to have seen human-sized winged creatures flying over the area. Angels? Lou smiles, but the smile doesn't last long on his face. Look there, on top of the trees. It won't take you long to find one. You aim at the area Lou just told you. Everything is so blurry, you decide to adjust the binoculars. Just a move right. Focus the wheel. Move left. Right. Damn it, I had it right. Damn it, okay. Okay, so move right. Almost there. There we go. What the? First sightings. See a winged creature. It was just a second, but you think you saw something up there. Was it suggestion? I don't think they're angels, Victoria. But before I tell you my theory, I need your help. Can you draw this notebook what you just saw? Yeah, sure. Any other time you would have refused with some woody comment, but there's something about Lou Hill that invites you to play along. You wonder if the fact that his present himself as a writer has something to do with it. Draw the head. Huge owl. Body. Human chest with you. That's about right. Draw the legs. Bird-like legs. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, you write some rookie song. And make you feel less anxious. You never felt confident about your work. Feel too long. You think that at the time you showed the sketch art and how embarrassed you in front of the rest of your class. Motherfucker. What? Sorry. I was talking to myself. You can't help but blush. Victoria, for once you're glad you hear Lee's voice. All good? Although it seems to be talking to you, Lee keeps staring at Lou. Lou Hill, writer. Lou holds out his hand. Lee Miller, historian. Lee walks over and puts his arms around you, his back at you, Lou. You know he must have been annoyed by Lou's introduction. And he says something as a writer. Excuse me. Although it's hard for him to admit you like to be hugged. You feel safe. You think that it would also feel safe for your grandmother's arms, or the arms of any other strong woman in your family. With the height of Lee's body and the hardness of his muscles. You remember all those biological arguments you hate so much you can't help but smile. It's like cheating when no one's looking. Come on, Vic, let's see the surprise. Close your eyes. Close your eyes, okay. You close your eyes and let Lee guide you. Now open them. It's a little picnic out in the stars. So, what do you think? A romantic dinner for two under the same meteor shower that amazed our ancestors. You instinctively put your hand on your belly, and when you realize it, you quickly put it in your pocket. You look at the dog tied up on the post. Woof, woof, woof. The dog growls into the dark. I love the music. I love the atmosphere. Chapter 3. Holt. You've known Lou Hill for a few months now. The first time you talked to him was at the Moose. Lou was looking for information about some unusual lights in the sky. Nobody would talk to him. Before going to the restroom, you went over to his table and suggested he buys people a drink first. When you got back, Lou was staring already talked to Rick and Stella, their tongues sufficiently loosened. Lou raised the glass and asked in your direction and smiled. Although it wasn't you who gave him the nickname, you still feel a little guilty. Since that night, most of the locals referred to him as Lou Refill Hill. What do you recall about the encounter with these men in black? You smile. What does he mean? It had only been a week. You think about how to answer. You know, Lou, he loves giving questions. I got one. So you gotta tell him one thing and one thing only. Not to follow up. One of the men in black bit a card of mine and not to tell anyone about their visit. Lou listens carefully. He seems to hesitate. He sees the opportunity to change the subject. You know, otherwise he keeps asking you about the encounter all night. Red or black? What? The card. Red. turn over the card. It's red. Good. It's a solitaire my grandma told me. No one could ever win it. Lose only seems interest. And how do you play it? Rules are simple. Winning? There's a reason why it's called the impossible solitaire. Let me show you. Let's like try, move every card from the board to the discard pile. You can move any card whose rank is 100. It's like a tri-tower. Topmost into the discard pile. So let's say there's 5 cards in the discard pile. You can play a 4 or 6. And remember, if there's a king in the discard pile, you can play an ace. After comes the king. Ace comes after king, and opposite is true. So, 20 cards. Seems easy enough, right? Let's see. Select a card. Move cursor to the right. Right. Select a card. Move closer to... Select a card. No, right. Select a card. One more. Select a card. Discard pile. Select a card. Okay. Turn over 1 from the stock. Are you stuck? Okay, discard pile. Turn over. Need to make a bet. Lose a bet and you lose the game. That's almost unreal. Okay, let's go. Red. Select a card. Turn. Select a card. 9. Select a card. Ah, shit. Let's go red this time. Ah, shucks. Oh, fuck's sake. New game. Lots of red there. That's 7. Uh-huh. 5. 4. Discard pile. Lots of red there, so I'm going to select black now. Select it. Yeah. Fuck! You hear barking from the back of the station. Trent? When they brought him in, they told me his name was Chase. Fuck it. It's Trent for me. You know Trent, right? From the moose? Tall, predominant belly, and scar parallel to the growth of his beard. You laugh heartily. Blue Hill might be a bit of a pain in the ass, but no one could easily deny that he was good with descriptions. You think about that book he's given you? He signed it and everything. Where do you leave it? I call him Trent because he barks like Trent on open mic on Tuesdays. Come on, let's go to the garage and see the machine gun. Chapter 4. Victoria. So this is the idea of a special date. Look at shooting stars while holding your hand, telling you his plans for the end of the semester. You can't stop thinking about the raw strength of the hug he gave you a minute ago, or how scared the coyotes away. How scared the coyotes away by yelling. How he scared the coyotes away by yelling and throwing stones at them. You think that your friend May, all those dark fantasies she told you about, but holding his hands like this, smiling and talking and looking for each other's eyes, feeling like giving up, doesn't it? You know you're to blame, too. Aren't you going to play the perfect girlfriend role? Don't make eyes at him again. Don't say love whenever you call him. So is this it, Victoria? Is this what you want for the rest of your life? Why don't you make up your mind just for once? You think of May again, and all those women she claimed to know who could solve your situation using a coat hanger. You won't be the first or the last. The dog barks like a maniac, and you appreciate the distraction. A mixture of guilt, anguish, and apathy takes over you. And now, what? Why does he look at you like that? Why doesn't he see anything? He has asked you a question. I said, if you're excited about the doors. Sure. Of course you're excited. The Doors, Victoria. Corey told me they're about to release their first album. It seems like they'll be playing in New York. Are we going to see them live again, then? Woof, woof, woof. Even though you try to gradually stop listening to him, he hesitantly returns all those questions. And that fucking dog won't stop barking. What has been a distraction is now driving you crazy. What the hell is wrong with him? Shooting fucking stars. Why don't you make a wish, Victoria? How about go home, cover your head with a pillow, and sleep for 18 hours straight? You feel like crying and trying to calm down. Those eyes. The creature you thought you saw in the treetops with Lou's binoculars. Had it been real? Not just your imagination? Vic? You know what? I'm tired already. Exhausted. I've been trying for more than 10 minutes. Can you tell me what's wrong with you? You stay silent. You need to think. But Lee's right. It's not fair to either of you. With so much noise, it's impossible for you to concentrate. You know, they're all excuses, though. Winged monsters don't exist. It's just your brain desperately trying to focus on what's important. Then suddenly, scream chills your blood. And silence takes over everything. Enter the Mothmen. Alright, I'm going to end it here. Return. We'll continue this tomorrow. So everyone, have a great day. Stay safe. If you wish to watch more videos like this, go ahead under Vegeta Quinn Gaming under YouTube. Thank you so much for stopping by, and bye-bye for now.